Well, hey there, and good morning, Perniacs. Welcome to this edition of Pernoia Mornings. You can see in the background, we're back to the old spot where the sun shines bright over the rivers here in the Tri-Cities. Yeah, very beautiful. I'm up on this mountaintop here, and I have some news. We, as a family, have come down with the COVID-19 virus. We just found out about it over the weekend. Monica's positive, Lydia's positive, I was inconclusive. So, what that means for us is that we aren't able to either go to school, we're not able to go to work. I'm not able to go to work until Monday. I had to notify the office. They had to shut the office down and do cleaning today, and then we can go back to work on Wednesday. I won't be able to go back to work until Monday. The girls have to take a week off from school, and Georgia, I think, 2 weeks off. So she's not going to be able to go back to school for another couple weeks. And Monica is going to have to revert back to the summer style when the kids weren't in school and deal with that situation. But I wanted to talk to you quickly, or talk to the journal here about how it felt and when I knew. So I didn't really actually know until yesterday, to be honest, that I had anything close to the virus. But I did show some signs. The fatigue was real for the last 10 days or so. But when it started, it was a Thursday 2 weeks ago. Some weird situation happened to where I was eating some chocolate, or not chocolate, but chicken stir fry, and I wasn't drinking enough water, and it got caught in my throat, and I started bringing it back up, and it was hard to breathe, and I couldn't breathe for about 5-10 seconds or so, which is a long time for me when you can't breathe, of course. And so I got that up, and it was kind of like, oh, that was weird. This never happened before. But it was kind of like when you get peanut butter stuck in the back of your throat, and you need to just take a big gulp of water, and then it comes down. But it was just stuck there in my throat, and I was trying to drink, and it was just getting stuck and coming back up, so it wouldn't go down. Usually you have the big feeling of thump, it'll go down into your stomach. But this time it did not, and it was stuck there, so I had to come out the other way, which is disgusting, I know. But then on Friday, I had Ty's reception party for his wedding. And I went to that and ate a whole lot of meat. Because they just feed you and feed you and feed you and feed you. And everybody's like, oh, I'm so full. And I was not. I ate a little bit more and ate a little bit more. And it was like I was an empty pit. And then once I came home that night, I even went home and did some snacking after that. And I should have been just filled to the top, because they just kept packing it and packing it and packing it on your plate. And that said, then Saturday I was feeling really good. I had a really awesome workout. And Sunday, it all came out the other end, and it would just not stop. So I let that all go, and then came to work on Monday and told everybody about my situation and my weekend. And they were like, oh man, you probably have a tapeworm or something. And I was like, oh gosh, that's disgusting. So that was the start of the last week, and I had to miss. I wasn't feeling good then on Tuesday, and Wednesday, Thursday I missed, and then I ended up coming in, I believe, on the last Friday to do some work. But then I had to take the week after that off on, let's see, I came in on Tuesday, I think it is. I skipped Monday, Tuesday, and then I wasn't able to come in then on Friday until Friday. So I took some time off from work because I was so fatigued and just not feeling. I couldn't work out. I worked out maybe 2 times in those 2 weeks, and one I had to quit because it just wasn't working out for me. So I had to sleep in most days. I had to go to bed early, and sometimes I even had to take naps throughout the day. I was just so tired, and I didn't want to eat at all. I ate a couple of sandwiches and some soups throughout that I lost about 6 pounds. So my hunger deteriorated, and my drive for most anything deteriorated, and I was just, I I had a really hoarse voice. You'll see in the previous videos that it was just a lingering hoarse voice, and fatigue is all that really came from it. I didn't have any fever, and then yesterday I knew I was through it. I ran 8 miles. My heart rate was a little high, but that's probably because I'm a little out of shape from those 2 weeks off. But other than that, it was back to regular. I was coughing up a little bit of stuff this morning. That was a little unusual, but yeah, that's my COVID trip. So if you show those weird signs of the stuff that I had in the beginning, like an empty pit stomach and having everything come out one day, it may be best to go get checked so that you know. I mean, knowledge is power, but knowing what to do and taking action with that knowledge is what really sets you apart from others. And I guess that's the takeaway if you've made it all the way through this and listened to this whole COVID journey that I've been on. So thanks for joining me. Remember, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. I think I've taken enough of your time. Thanks again.